Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Friday follow-up in the continuing journey of accountability. As you can see this morning, I have a busy background, and we're going to talk a bit about weight cycling, or you might know it as yo-yo dieting. And there's several reasons why I want to attempt to chat about this particular subject. And it's literally all over the map, depending on what article you read. And but I think the main thing as we go through this is just remember that anything that you do towards your healthy lifestyle that we're all journeying on is that you do it under the care of your healthcare provider. But here's some thoughts that I've had, and some of these are strictly my opinion because I believe they apply to me. Maybe they'll apply to you, but again, I think that's where we benefit from staying connected and supporting each other. By definition, weight cycling is you lose weight and then you gain it back. And then you lose it and gain it back. And we've all struggled with that from time to time. And there's no fixed amount. It could be as much as over 50 pounds, or it could be as 5 to 10 pounds. Depending on where you read or listen to, weight cycling is considered unhealthy. But so is being obese. So if you lose 50 pounds and then you put on maybe half of it and then you lose it again, that half, it technically is weight cycling, but you're still better off. You're feeling much better. And I've talked about this several times. Dr. Nick talked about it when we've had him on for some chats. Where you have to look at the whole picture. You know, are you healthier? Have you been able to eliminate some types of medication? Do you just feel better? So, you know, I don't really worry about the gaining and regaining to a point because, you know, it all happens. It has happened to me recently, and you'll have to wait to the end of this chat to find out how it has affected me. But sometimes I think weight cycling can be part of a plateauing effect too, where you just seem to be going back and forth with a few pounds. And why is that? Well, some of it has to do, as we tend to lose weight, we do lose muscle mass. And the body slows down and that affects the metabolic rate, which is another way of saying weight loss is not easy, should never be done alone. There are so many factors affecting it. So to just kind of hone in on one or two and think you've got it licked, that might be the problem also. So as you go through and you read all these articles, and a lot of them from the Crames Library. I'm not looking at the National Enquirer or anything like that. I read New England Journal of Medicine. That's a pretty good one to read. To get away from this weight cycling, it says stick to a plan. Well, we kind of all do that with our journaling, right? It also says to try to increase that muscle mass. Well, we encourage physical activities. So as you get down to the whole bottom of this is that the idea of losing weight is the key. If you happen to put on a few more pounds and then lose it again, you're still focused on the goal of just getting healthy. Now, it's hard to find articles that mentions us as an organization. But it's funny how they seem to all be following what we prescribe, you know, staying connected, supporting each other, eat sensible with portion control, and increase your physical activity. So there was, before I get into my accountability report, there was a study done where they followed 10,000 people who had lost more than 30 pounds and kept it off for at least a year. I think we call those people cops if they got to their goal weight. But they all shared their strategies. And for the success to maintain that 30-pound loss and not get into that cycling routine or plateau, 78% ate breakfast. Well, I've been struggling with that lately. Might explain a few things. 75% of that weighed themselves once a week. Well, we're all on that, right? That accountability, face that scale. That's what we have to do. If I'm traveling and I tend to get away from the scale, I kind of lose my way. That could be an issue. 62% watch less TV, trying to cut back to 10 hours or so. And you know, folks, the way the news has been lately, I've given up on watching TV. So that's been helpful to me. And then finally, 90% exercise, on the average about 1 hour a day. Well, depending on where you go, there's some say, well, at least if you could increase your physical activity beyond what you normally do to 2.5 hours a week, that's better than nothing. It's just always doing more than what you've done the previous week, and that's good. So those are interesting facts. Where is it weight cycling? Is it plateauing? Or is it just some normal body adjustments that you're going through? But remember, it's how you feel. It's how you're making that journey to that healthier lifestyle that is really and truly important. The reason why I kind of got onto this topic today with the yo-yo effect and trying to figure out what was going on in my situation was the fact that over the past 6 weeks, I've been playing with 4 pounds. Get rid of the 4 pounds, I'd get them back on, I'd get rid of them. And last night I did lose 0.4, and I pretty much wiped out that 4 pounds that I had put on over the past few weeks. And I'm thinking, okay, I've read all these things. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. And why was it going so well? And then bang, for the past 6 weeks, not there yet, not at my COPS goal, which I had made some predictions, if you will, that I was hoping to get to my goal. And this is what I think happens to me. Now, this is just what's personally happening to me in my head. What's going on? I'm 9 pounds away from establishing COPS again. So what happens in my situation is, I don't think it's weight recycling. I don't think it's plateauing. I think I get a little excited that, hey, I'm almost there. And I forget. And then I remember that, oh, I got to get back on track. And then I overcompensate. So I'm not doing the things that I was doing in January, February, March, April, May, throughout the summer. I'm getting close. I get nervous. I get excited. I want to get there quick. And we know, and I know, quick is not good. So I kind of lose my way. I'll forget to eat breakfast, or I'll get so focused on it, I think I'm exercising, but I'm just jumping to conclusions. So that's where I think I get lost. I'm just throwing it out there that maybe that's what's happening to you. That if you lose a couple of pounds and you gain a pound and it's back and forth and you're trying to wonder where you're at, look where you're at. Look at your goal weight. Are you thinking about that? Maybe you need to adjust the goal weight. I've made an adjustment to my goal weight. I know that I'm going to lose these 9 pounds. and I'm going to establish my COP status 10 pounds from my original goal from 20 years ago. Now, the doctor is kind and says, Rick, you've got a few more white hairs than you have from 20 years ago. And you are going to have a different body mass. And, it might be more difficult to maintain that 100-pound loss. But if you can focus on the 90-pound loss and you're not taking as many medications as you were, and you feel good and you walk with your head high and your shoulders straight, that's what it's all about. Not worrying about playing yo-yo or getting onto that plateau. So that's why I wanted to talk about this weight cycling topic today, because I just want to forget about it. I know what I have to do. I just got to stay focused, not get complacent. Yeah, I'll get a little excited, but I'm going to have my chapter remind me, hey, Rick, it's all right. You didn't get there this week or next week. It's coming. You'll get there. And we'll all get there, because we'll all get there together. So don't worry about this. It is a complicated process. The body is an intricate device, and there's a lot of things that have to go right. And there's a lot of easy things that can go wrong. But the bottom line is staying together, staying focused, and we'll be all set. So I'll see you next week.